Marilyn Monroe. The name alone evokes images of beauty, glamour, and mystery. For many, she remains the ultimate symbol of Hollywood's golden age. But there's more to Marilyn than meets the eye. Her life was filled with triumphs, struggles, and secrets that few truly understand. Join us as we dive deep into the life of one of the most iconic figures in history, Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, born as Norma Jean Mortensen on June 1, 1926 in Los Angeles, had a childhood far from the glamorous life that she would later lead. Her father was absent, and her mother, Gladys, struggled with mental illness, spending most of Marilyn's early years in and out of psychiatric hospitals. Left in foster care and orphanages, Marilyn's early life was marked by instability, rejection, and hardship. She never had the love and security that most children are afforded. Despite these challenges, Marilyn's resilience and determination began to show at a young age. She was often described as a beautiful, charming child, but her early years were filled with a sense of longing and a yearning for stability. As a teenager, she found herself living in several different homes, yet she remained optimistic about what the future held. At the age of 16, she married a young man named James Dougherty, escaping the orphanage life. However, her marriage to James was short-lived, as she soon realized her passion was elsewhere, specifically in modeling and acting. It wasn't long before her striking looks and magnetic presence caught the attention of Hollywood, and soon Norma Jean would disappear, replaced by the persona of Marilyn Monroe. In 1946, Marilyn Monroe's career took a significant turn. After a short stint as a model, she signed a contract with 20th Century Fox, officially entering the film industry. But it wasn't an instant rise to stardom. Initially, she played small, forgettable roles in films, often typecast as the dumb blonde or the girl next door. But something about her was undeniably captivating. There was a certain energy about Marilyn that the camera loved. Her breakthrough came with the 1950 film The Asphalt Jungle, where she played a small but memorable role. The film earned her critical praise, and suddenly, Marilyn Monroe was a name on everyone's lips. She had that rare combination of beauty, charm, and vulnerability that made her both desirable and relatable. Soon after, she landed leading roles in films like Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and How to Marry a Millionaire, which solidified her place in Hollywood. With her platinum blonde hair, curvaceous figure, and signature breathy voice, she became a global icon, forever etched in the minds of moviegoers. While Marilyn's career was skyrocketing, her personal life was far from perfect. Behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, she faced constant battles with her mental health, feeling deeply insecure despite her outward appearance. Marilyn struggled with depression, anxiety, and a sense of loneliness that often overshadowed her success. Her marriages were also turbulent. She married baseball legend Joe DiMaggio in 1954, but their relationship quickly fell apart. The couple's constant clashes and Marilyn's demanding career led to their separation just 9 months later. Then in 1956, she married playwright Arthur Miller, but that union also faced its challenges as Marilyn's career continued to demand more from her and her personal issues worsened. Marilyn's mental health struggles, combined with the pressures of fame, became overwhelming. She would often miss film shoots, making headlines for all the wrong reasons, and her public image began to fray. Despite all this, she continued to work and appeared in some of her most famous films, including Some Like It Hot, 1959, where she displayed her comedic talents and further cemented her legacy as one of Hollywood's brightest stars. On August 5, 1962, Marilyn Monroe was found dead in her home in Brentwood, California, at the age of 36. Her death was officially ruled as a probable suicide, caused by an overdose of barbiturates. But the circumstances surrounding her death have never fully been explained, and countless conspiracy theories continue to swirl. Was it truly suicide, or was there foul play involved? Some speculate that Marilyn's connection with high-profile figures such as President John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert Kennedy may have led to her untimely death. Theories abound, but the truth remains elusive. What is certain is that the world lost one of its most beloved and enigmatic stars. Marilyn's death, just as her life had been, was shrouded in mystery and controversy, leaving fans and historians to continue searching for answers to this day. Despite the tragic end to her life, Marilyn Monroe's legacy continues to influence culture, fashion, and film. She remains one of the most recognizable figures in Hollywood history, and her impact on pop culture is immeasurable. From her iconic appearances in films like The 7-Year Itch to her unforgettable poses in photographs, Marilyn embodied the idea of the blonde bombshell. Yet her vulnerability and personal struggles revealed a much deeper and more complex individual behind the facade of fame. Her influence extends beyond the screen. Marilyn became a symbol of the feminist movement, showing the world that women could be both beautiful and powerful, fragile and strong. Even today, she continues to inspire generations of women in all walks of life. Marilyn Monroe was more than just a movie star. She was a woman who, despite facing immense personal challenges, captured the hearts of millions. Her beauty and charm were undeniable, but it was her strength, resilience, and vulnerability that made her unforgettable. Marilyn's life, both the triumphs and tragedies, will forever be etched in history, and her legacy as one of the most iconic figures of the 20th century endures. Marilyn Monroe's story isn't just about fame and fortune. It's about the human spirit, the desire to be loved, to be seen, and to leave a mark on the world. She may have left us too soon, but her impact will live on for generations to come.